Everyone, it's Bonnie. Happy Saturday. Happy November 1st. I am back. Oh my goodness. I'm going to start talking about pine candles. We have the Bath and Body Works 10.95 candle sale this weekend, which is an incredible deal. And I wanted to kind of go over my favorite and my least favorite pine scents in candles because there's so many good ones. And this sale is actually a really big deal. A lot of people are kind of asking me, should I wait till Candle Day? Because Candle Day is about like a month and a week away. Honestly, if you want a candle, I would get it now. Believe it or not, some of these candles will start to get sold out as we move into Candle Day because they're super popular. And Candle Day is going to bring a whole fresh batch of new candles in. So these are pretty much $10.95 is a Candle Day price. If you have a coupon, it's going to be below Candle Day. So these are candles that you want to start getting now. Pine, I know some people are it's a little too early for pine. I'm kind of right on season. I like starting to smell pine in my house around the beginning of November. So I'm going to go over some of these. So first up is probably the most famous of the pine candles at Bath and Body Works. It is Fresh Balsam. This one comes in multiple jar designs. It is woodland balsam, fresh eucalyptus, fir branches, and cedarwood. To me, this is the most recognizable of the Bath and Body Works pine scents. I live in Northeast Ohio, and we have a lot of pine trees, and I love the smell of pine during the holidays. I love the pine cone. I love that craft store scent. I feel like Fresh Balsam just really brings the holidays to life. It's the perfect blend of eucalyptus and pine. It's strong, but I don't think it's overpowering at all. And it's very pure. I mean, this is just a pine tree scent that's going to fill your house with that wonderful fir tree scent. And like if you get a concentrated room spray, you can spray it on your artificial tree. So that's a definite winner for me. Next up, we have Winter. I love the packaging with Winter this year. This one is White Woods, Pine Needles, Sparkling Clementine, and Spice Cloves. So notice there's a lot of different elements added into this one. The pine needles are part of it, but this is not a pine candle. You're going to get a lot of that spice clove. You're going to get the clementine. You're going to get the woods. It smells incredible, but again, it's not full-on pine. I do love this one for winter. Okay, next up is the one with the bow. This is the limited edition 2025 candle, Iced Winter Balsam. Frozen eucalyptus, sugared pine, and fresh balsam. So you might notice it's a little bit similar to fresh balsam, but this one has a sugary note to it. It's kind of interesting that sugared pine really comes through. I love this one. So if you like a little sugar on your pine, I would go with this one. It's a good one. It's very Christmassy. This is where it gets a little confusing. We also have a candle called Sugared Pine Needles. I know. So you're going, wait a minute. You just showed me a candle that's a sugared pine. Iced Winter Balsam. And now you're showing me a candle that's Sugared Pine Needles. So this one is Sweet Pine Sap, Frosted Eucalyptus, and Warm Spice. Now, frozen eucalyptus, frosted eucalyptus. This is where you get down in the weeds. Believe it or not, this one should be called Sugared Pine Needles. I get a lot more sugar in the Iced Winter Balsam. I mean, this is like a sweet candle. What's interesting is Sugared Pine Needles, which I love. There is an element of sugar in there, but that warm spice turns it into something completely different. It's like a kitchen spice mixed with the sweet pine sap. Remember in Chevy Chase? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when he gets the sap on his hands. Seriously, like I've done that. If you get pine sap on your fingers, you will regret it because your fingers, everything will stick to it and you cannot get it off. So I do get a little bit of that sap, but the warm spice in here is definitely coming through. So I just wanted to kind of go through the difference between those two candles because a lot of people might be ordering online. Next up, we have Under the Christmas Tree. This is like one of my favorite jars with the drum. Fir balsam, juniper berries, vanilla eggnog, and sage leaves. I know Lenny loves this one. This is it's not eggnog. Do not expect to get an eggnog candle, but there's a creaminess that comes with the eggnog. And the sage leaves and the juniper berry just give it a little bit of a unique scent that is nothing like the rest of them. Obviously, the fir balsam is part of this, but it's just a unique, creamy blend of like spices and berries and fir balsam. But like I said, the creamy edge kind of rolls through there. It's a good one. A lot of people love Under the Christmas Tree, including me. Another favorite of mine is Tree Farm. I think we have multiples in Tree Farm. We have the one with the postcard on it. Crisp pine needle, warm cedar, and spiced apple. That's the difference with the Tree Farm. This came out a couple of years ago. Remember how popular it was? Oh yeah, I love this one. So if you like a little bit of apple in your balsam, you're going to want to get Tree Farm. So that's where the nuances of these really come into play. Like if you're just looking for a balsam candle, just get fresh balsam. You can't lose with fresh balsam. Now, there's two that are a little bit on that edge for me. One of them I don't like at all. Let It Snow is not my candle. This one is snow-covered balsam, rich amber, and sunlit lavender. Oh my gosh, that is not a combo that works for me. It's very fresh, it's very clean, very low on the balsam, and that amber and lavender, I don't know what's going on in there, but it does not smell good to me. It smells like a cleaning product to me. It doesn't smell like snow. There may be people out here that like this one, but it's not for me. It's too fresh, clean. It's like linen. The other one that's tricky is the Perfect Christmas. This is fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallows. And I like it and I don't like it. It's a little on the strong side. So what's confusing about this one is if you're ordering online, you might think cinnamon sugar, toasted marshmallow. I'm going to get like a gourmand element with some fresh cut pine. It's pretty heavy on the cinnamon. It's pretty heavy on the pine. It's pretty low on the toasted marshmallow. It may be in there, but it's not coming through as a gourmand type of candle. I've always found this one to have probably like the sharpest edge of the pine candles, and it can be off-putting for some people because when it's burning, it's pretty like intense in the air for me. It's a strong one. And it's the cinnamon. It says it's cinnamon sugar. I would like take that and cross it out with a Sharpie and say no sugar. If there is sugar in here, it's literally just a touch of sugar. But it's not, to me, it's not like a sugary candle. I'm getting more of the intensity of the cinnamon and the fresh cut pine in here. So like I said, this is a tricky one, and it's supposed to be the perfect Christmas. So the question is, which ones don't I own? That's what I was wondering. I'm like, I gotta look this up here real quick. I'm like, did I get all the pine candles? Because if I didn't, I need to go and get a couple more. Again, fresh balsam comes in a lot of different designs. Okay. Oh, lavender pine. That's one I wanted to talk about. That's actually a really good one. Where did my lavender pine go? It's the little candle. I had it on my desk. I'm really glad I remembered that one. Believe it or not, lavender pine actually works for me. I have the small one. It is freshly picked lavender, cedarwood bark, and frosted pine. I literally just had it here. Oh, I found it. I'm like, I knew I had it. Here, lavender and pine. I like this one a lot. Now, this to me is like just a nice fresh cut lavender. It's not like linen or anything, and it's pine. I gotta say, lavender and pine is a win for me. I do like that one a lot. I need to get that in the 3-wick. That's definitely a good one. Okay, so sugared pine needles. Tree Farm comes in this type of candle, but it's like green and there's a little truck on there. Let's see what else we have. And, I'm just going to filter by 3-wicks because otherwise I'm looking at all other kinds of stuff. There's 11 of them. Okay, that's good to know. I think I have 8 or 9 of them here. Do I have all of them? The Perfect Christmas. Oh, white eucalyptus and sage. That one is white eucalyptus, mineral sage, and frozen pine. I do not have that one. I'm usually not a fan of eucalyptus, so I'll have to smell that one. I can't remember. But yeah, I think I covered all of them. Except, let me look up balsam now, because it's weird. Sometimes they do balsam, and sometimes they do pine. So it could go either way. Let me see if there's any other balsam candles. Fresh, Let It Snow. Oh, the new one that's coming, balsam and firewood. Oh my gosh, this one is incredible. It's in that jar. That one is cedarwood, cardamom, and white birch. So what's interesting is the scent note doesn't say balsam at all, but the title says balsam. That's a good one. I can't wait till that one arrives. That's definitely on the win. What's also interesting is that Twisted Peppermint has balsam in it. I would not call it a balsam candle, but it definitely has a balsam element to it that makes it cool. And then winter, do we have that in the candle yet? We have it in a pocket bag. Winter citrus wreath. I think that's just in a soap in a pocket bag, actually. I don't think we have that in a candle at this point. Fresh balsam, by the way, also comes in the ceramic candle. I do have that. So anyway, I kind of wanted to do an early video on the pines because that's such a popular scent. So again, if you're looking for just a pine candle, go with your fresh balsam. If you want an apple note, go with Tree Farm. Oh yeah. If you want the creaminess, that eggnog, plus a couple other things, you're going to go with Under the Christmas Tree. If you want a pine not pine wintry candle, you're going to go with Winter. And then if you want a sugary pine, you're going to go with Ice Winter Balsam. But remember that sugared pine needles is not as sugary, but it's got some spice in there. This is so confusing to me. Let It Snow is the linen one. And then my favorite of the lavenders is lavender and pine. And then verdict's still out on the Perfect Christmas. I'm going to burn this one again. This is like that intense pine and cinnamon. This has got a lot of cinnamon, fresh cut pine and cinnamon. So anyway, let me know your favorite balsam candle. $10.95 sale is going on all weekend. Tomorrow, I'm kind of curious if we get a 20% off flash sale. You know how they've been doing that. And then obviously you can BOPUS, and then that'll go all the way into Monday morning. And then it's daylight savings time, so don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight. I think they're all automatic now. I never have to turn my clock back. My Apple Watch, my computer, everything just automatically goes back. But it's going to start getting really dark early. That's one thing I don't like about November, December, January. I like it to stay light out a lot later, so I'm not looking forward to it getting dark early. Anyway, again, let me know your favorite pine candle. I'm really curious to see what people are smelling. I might light one of these up. I actually did burn the crispy cookie candle tonight, and that's in the other room. I think I'm going to get to that one. And I actually have a Yankee haul. So I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.